This is the Doctor. Welcome back to the Iron Oath. Took the opportunity off camera to rename our characters, except for Uric, since he's special and he's always in the campaign no matter what. But our Guardian is now Pendant, because the Guardian's got a blade. Welcome. We have level ups, so we can up our abilities, improve them, and we have stats to distribute. I really like getting Blinding Strike to have an improved blind duration, since that makes this crowd control basically twice as good. Blind is a pretty useful crowd control. So let's do it. So charge 1 blind duration. Also slow the target, but I don't know that's what we want. And I'm thinking let's get a little health. And Pendant can go into power, since Pendant's got a star next to power, meaning it's a little easier to level that up. Guardian's kind of a tanky-ish character. It's not really a huge damage dealer, but these stats aren't locked anyway. I can redistribute them later as necessary. And maybe I do, but for now, let's get some more power. And then a little more health for later on. Alright, low settings is a storm color. This is a classic mage. A lot of good choices. I quite like faster channeling into potency on the conduit, just like conduit is a primary nuke. Doing a lot of damage with that is real good. I want a little more hit points. I feel real nervous about. In fact, let's get the hit points up 2 ranks. That'll make me feel better. 300 hit points is really, really low. You can get 1 shot. Then we have Aya, Pugilis. I love the dash range on this Fist of Fury. It just makes it so much more useful. You can do stuff like weakening blows. That could be good. You can upgrade some of the other abilities later. But just like increasing the mobility on this class is perfect. Let's get a little health, get a little power as well. Health. Want both, of course. I don't know what are good stats or good stat distributions or whatnot. I'm just gonna sort of go with it. You definitely need some health, and otherwise you just need a lot of damage, like power, crit. A little speed can be good to go quick. Maybe some characters later on could take advantage of evasion. The one stat that seems pretty useless is accuracy, because when you flank an enemy, you have a 100% chance to hit. So I don't know if accuracy has all that much value. I also have Nightwork or Valkyrie. Not a big fan of Nightwork's traits. They're actually kind of problematic. I don't care so much about Faithless, the lower starting morale. That's not a problem. But Pacifist minus power. Ooh. Valkyries can do pretty good damage. And not having that is concerning. Having a little more mending. That's like healing. The problem is the Valkyrie only has 2 skills. Guardian Angel, which is nice. And if you level up some of these other skills all the way at level 10, you can gain damage shields. I don't think a Sweeping Spear does that. Skewer doesn't do that either. So I don't know. I don't know if Nightwork's going to see a lot of use. We also have a contract. Let's go talk to the contract. Back on your feet. Pick up some work from some local Vanguard representative. Not gonna read all of this. There's too much reading. Captain of the Vanguard wants help. Alright. So the void spawn are basically demons, spirits, and so forth. Alright. Why not? Elric's suggesting we hire some recruits. Pretty good idea to at least look through the recruits. And I did do... Oh, the game must have re-rolled the recruits because of the contract. Huh, I don't quite understand it. But okay, let's see. We've got a Stormcaller with bonus in power. Got Conduit, Arc Lightning. Those are good skills. Impatient, that's not a problem. Miracle is pretty good. Resist entering bleed out. This seems like a potentially very, very useful mercenary. Alright, got another Guardian. Ugh. I do not like that asthmatic. Reducing the sprint range is concerning. A Valkyrie. Got health though. A health star. Good starting health. 2 combat abilities. Dullard. Less experience, but that's not the worst. You don't want to do friendly fire anyway, so damage control is not that critical. How about this? A Balladeer. This is another character class. Workhorse. Less fatigue is always good. Honorable, hesitant, acts last. That's okay. Balladeers are kind of a backline support class. But you have a stun, which is useful, and a renewing melody, which is a heal, which is also very, very useful. You can pick up other abilities like charm, warding, buffing. It's pretty good. Let's get this Balladeer. I don't know. You know, this Balladeer seems really, really promising. I'm gonna... This is cheaper in the long run. 47 gold per 4 years with a 20 gold signing bonus, right? So if I pay 4 times 60, that's 240. This is like 4 times 50, so 220. It's less than that, right? So it's better in the long run. But if you find a better recruit, or they die, well, if they die, it's actually perfectly fine. But if you find a better recruit, then you're like, I'm just gonna hire you now. I know I want to do that, but just to explain what would happen. If you look at your mercenaries, you go to Night Ward here, for example, and we want to dismiss you. How do you do that again? Affinity? No, that's not. Contract? Yeah. You can, if you dismiss from the company, you have to buy out their contract. So if I try to dismiss you, as you can see, it is way more expensive. So the way I think about it is a mercenary who I'd keep along, like because of the good stats, and Beladiers or usefulness, like they're good. Mending's real good on a Beladier since that's actually their primary thing. So yeah, this is a real promising recruit. Give you a new name, buddy. You are going to be Nevin. Welcome, Nevin. We should customize you a little. Green hood, red hood. Plate armor. Definitely not plate armor. Dude, you know, the red hood is good. To customize, I think, low setting to blue, because storm, right? Blue. Okay. So that's good. Let's see. I think I wanted to recruit Emra just because I'm sorry, but I think Night Warg is gonna be real hard to use. I might rename you Night Warg. So, yeah. You have a Mending Star, but that's doesn't matter. Health Star is real useful. It looks like the power is lower, but wow, Night Warg has insanely good base power. I realize that. 36 versus 27. Huh. But surely in the long run, Emra is just going to be better, right? Definitely don't want asthmatic. That's so bad. You need the sprinting. Let's just hire Night War, or not this Valkyrie here, but I'm going to do the 64 gold for 1 year. In my experience, golding this game is pretty easy to come by. So I'm not super worried about spending gold. Buy a hide coat and a better loot. I'd like to have something like 3 frontliners and 2 support. Evan's a pretty good support candidate. But you might be on the front lines. Because you have the loot smash, it's a stun. Night Warg, you're probably going to have to sit out, buddy. Okay. Let's go do our first contract. So we finished the tutorial. This is the prologue. This is the Hogart quest. Alright, we found the refugees. Alright. Emra is that Valkyrie. I don't even know if I'm like gonna keep using that Valkyrie. Alright, we're supposed to protect the refugees. Very good. Okay, assembling your party. You can have up to 5 characters. The status of the party is very important. Well rested is, of course, ideal, but pretty hard to get that buff. You have to not do anything for many, many days. But you get a little power buff and a lot more experience. Available is just regular. Fatigue. You want to avoid sending characters into combat fatigue. The big thing is the minus 10% power, minus 10% damage. That is noticeable. Less experience is also not great. In my experience, morale is not that critical. You can work around it. All right, let's see. Well rested. Okay, characters gain +1 max charges. Oh, we couldn't sprint. That's kind of bad. But well-rested character as well. I mean, I'm honestly not excited by either character. I would have to rename you. You know what? I'm gonna rename you to be Rippy. But having an extra charge would potentially make these battles a lot easier, and I think Rippy in the long run is still going to be better than Night War. The 10% less experience, you can work around that. Not too concerned by that. So what I can do is just unequip Night War's gear and give it a Rippy real quick. They actually have pretty similar power, but Rippy's power growth is not going to be held back. I still want to ideally find a better Valkyrie. I'm sorry, Night Warg. You'll probably get a different character. Probably going to dismiss you, to be honest. Okay, so only bring Ulrich. Nevin. Oh, what happened to your name? It is Rippy. Okay, it just didn't... Oh, it updated here. That was weird. Guess there's a little lag. And then I can only bring 2 more characters. Pendant with the blind is a source of crowd control. But Pendant's damage is not the best. I'm always a little worried about not having enough damage. I will have Nevin's heal. Pretty good heal. But that's... I only had 1 heal anyway. So I think Pendant's actually going to sit out this battle. We will have effectively the stun as a crowd control. Some enemies are immune to stun though. But demons tend not to be immune to stun. I think this will have to do. The energize is just a little too good. Alright, provisions. If you don't use a provision, you are refunded. So I'm gonna bring a little extra money with us. Tools, of course, health potions, and a bandage. Thinking 2 health potions because our healing isn't actually that great. could also bring an idol. You can offer it at shrines, but it sometimes doesn't even work. So I don't think it's real worth bringing. And I don't mind spending a lot of our gold here. Gold is pretty easy to get. And if you don't use a provision, you get most of it back anyway. So I don't mind this. Want to have lots of provision. All right, refugees. The mutilated corpse here. All right, we should tread carefully. We got a scroll of accuracy. Alright, this is important. Enchantments are magical scrolls that can be applied to your gear, grant various stats and unique effects. The scrolls are consumed on use and the effects are permanent, unless overridden by another enchantment. Use an enchantment, open the manage roster screen. Click on the enchantment you wish to apply, and right click on the suitable piece of gear to apply it. Okay, let's see. This dungeon. Ooh. A tricky dungeon. We only have 3 scouting charges too. My general rule is I kind of like to beeline for the objective and then potentially come back and get some of these side quests. Scroll of accuracy. That can be pretty good on a range character. Sometimes they can't get a flank. So I'm going to apply it to this small wand. On low settings. Alright. Let's start. Lone satchel. Let's open the satchel. Got a bandage. This could be a battle, but it might not be. I'm going to gamble that it's not a battle. We might get ambushed here. Oh, it is a battle. Usually, one of the first 2 locations is indeed a battle. So there are 3 demons, a seductress, a flayer, and a temptress. And there are some holes or pits we could take advantage of potentially. We're vulnerable to light, resistant to dark. Well, we don't do any dark damage. Holy, I should say. Immune to charm and weaken. And restrain. So I think this means you have a range of 4. So if you do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. What is it? Yes. I never did quite understand how the red ones work. Because according to this, if I stand or a cure, I should be safe. But I don't actually know if that's true. Because it looks like you have a 1, 2, 3, 4 range, right? So if you move 1, 2, 3, can't you hit 1, 2, 3, 4? Game lies sometimes. I have Sweeping Spear take flight. I'm gonna try to crush one of the demons as soon as possible. They're not immune to stun. A stun on the biggin could be decent. Let's see what they do. Nothing. Don't forget, we can't sprint, so we're going to have some difficulty actually engaging. Well, rested characters gain extra charges, but well, I mean, that was clearly a bug. Everybody got an extra charge. You don't have to be well rested. That's great. Extra ability charges is awesome. I say we just start like laying into these things. I can use the take flight to get in the face of this seductress. Gotta be careful of the flare though. Can't afford to get flanked. So here's what I'm gonna do. Let's swap positions. Because can run up. Ooh, static charge. Managed to stun this one. That is going to be helpful. Move along. That's real lucky. That's the special ability of the Stormcaller. Where does it explain it? But the way it works is you build up static charges and then subsequent attacks have a chance to stun the target. And I think if you have one charge, which is what it was like 5%, and then it gradually builds up to like 4, which is 75%. Pretty much, like if you attack that target, you're going to stun it. Too bad we don't have sprint. And I used return to cinder somehow. I don't think so. Okay. Temptress has a way to lure you and inflict sleep. This might seem weird, but I'm not going to attack because I wonder if there's a chance I can knock one of them into the hole. I know he's going to get unstunned, but... Ah, yes. Yeah, that I knew that could happen. But it's okay. Aya can take it. His flare can't actually do anything. Now, Aya has a corruption on him, so he's going to take a little morale damage, but he'll be alright. Let's wait for them to group up. It's feeling like Aya could use a heal. I don't have a good way to manipulate the movement here. Let's again, let's wait. See what these enemies do. Oh, excellent. Okay. Lost a little morale, but that's fine. How do I want to do this? I do this. Stun 1. Player is staggered, so I could knock that thing in as well. I'll try to conserve my abilities some. I go ahead of that stuff for sure. You know what? I think this is one of those cases where I'd rather take a low % shot. Alright, that's alright. Burn. Because if I manage to kill it, the result would be really, really good. Nope. About sprinting, I'm definitely having some issues here. I can knock this flare into the pit. Or I can go up, kill this one. And then I'm going to try baiting this flare. A clever maneuver. Might not work though. The idea is if I stand here, you might come at Ulrich and then get knocked into a pit. In fact, I can guarantee that if I run Rippy back a little. I feel like the AI is programmed to go after the closest target. So I'm going to test this theory by waiting. Yep. Alright, that worked. Get the big end first. Not so worried about that temptress. Don't need a sweeping spear. I could knock the temptress down again, but I only see the point. Okay, luring darkness. Pose a single target, inflict sleep. Behind, does that mean I get knocked into the pit? I don't know that that's actually how that works. Kill that thing first. Gonna wait for the surround bonuses. I don't need to use abilities. I don't need it. Yeah, it does something like that, which is completely meaningless. Probably do a little basic attack. That's irrelevant. Got a weak ale, got a health potion, excellent. And we know more about demons. Alright, I'm gonna break off to explore this little side passage first. I think it's worth doing. Great. The scroll of backstabbing. How interesting. Alright, this could be a hazard, but it might not be. Ooh, a camp. This is not the time to camp, but it might be the time to camp later. Let's start scouting. Yep, battle. So we can take this battle before the time modifier happens. I think that's real good. Go with backstabbing. Add 10% to the flanking damage bonus. I feel like Ulrich usually has an opportunity to flank something. He goes pretty, well, not super slow, but he's usually attacking when flanking an enemy. I don't think I need to use any of these other items. Alright. Another Lair, Temptress, Seductress combo. So, generally in this type of game, what you want to do is you want to focus down one enemy at a time. If I push this one back, it will stagger it. And it does pretty good damage. Oh, but the stagger goes away. That is unfortunate. I doubt there's anywhere I can go where I can actually get like good vision. No way through here. So he's gotta Go like that. Okay. Okay, mind over matter. That's a ability that protects me. Yeah, I'm gonna have a hard time hitting that. Morale's a little low, but that's fine. Protects me from a debuff, like the sleep debuff. Let's just try to kill that one quick. Should be able to heal that pretty easily. Alright, now we're just taking low percent shots, but it can still work. The Balladeers, I believe, have an ability where after acting for the round, their adjacent allies gain 5 morale. So I want to move up, then heal. Two, three. Let's see what they do. I don't know which way this flare is gonna go. This one can charm. I don't like that. I don't know that we even need to knock this flare into a hole. So I'm gonna discard. Alright, I gotta get out of this corruption. This is actually real tricky. I think the more time you spend in battle, the more time elapses on the world map, and the harder the rest of the dungeon gets. So there's some reason to like not drag this out too long. Can't see that one, right? Yeah. There's a little reason not to, like, do a tiny bit of damage there. Surprise. Okay. Enemies always take the shortest path. Fall back. Well, he might go like that. Let's... Good. Okay, and he staggered, so now we lay into this one. I don't mind using one of my charges here. Make sure this one dies quick. Ah, I thought for sure the charge would have... I was going to try to move Aya. I think the Seductress is real likely to try to attack Aya. So... Nope. Alright, well that was... Oh, there. AI smart. AI smart. You might as well start using some of these abilities. No reason not to. This is over. Wow, that was very strong, Nevin. Very, very strong. Alright, dungeon modifiers. Enemies will ambush you in every unscouted combat encounter, and our morale dropped by 10 across the board. Fortunately, we already did our 2 combat encounters, so we're actually perfectly fine here. Let's check out this side corridor. I'm gonna gamble this is not a trap, but it could be. Oh, a narrow path. This is interesting. You discover a narrow path and follow it into another chamber. At its center lies a spring filled with shimmering water, slowly flowing from some passage above. Alaric approaches and kneels down, running a hand through the cool waters and bringing some to their lips. It looks almost magical in nature, shaking the remaining drops of water from his hand. Can't tell you much beyond that. Well, 2 of our characters want to drink it, Nevin and the pugilist, so let's do it. Portion of your party's health has been restored. God smile upon us. Fantastic. That was actually really good. I would not actually mind going to rest. Can get... I mean, I don't even really need our ability charges back. Let's scout this one. Oh, something's... With a dialogue up ahead. Take a side path to the boss. I like that. If I go camp, I think the timer is going to trigger again no matter what. I don't think I can get to the final battle before that, so might as well. I am thinking camping makes a lot of sense right here. No reason not to do it. The campsites are 100% safe. Nothing bad can happen. Okay, camping, this is really important. Once you've established your campsite, you can select various incenses to burn that provide healing and other unique benefits. You only have a limited number of incense points available. Choose carefully. More incense can be unlocked in the company upgrade screen overworld. Decrease the chance of your camp being interrupted. You can place up to 2 party members on lookout. Each lookout will decrease the interrupt chance by half. Keep in mind that characters who are on lookout will not benefit from the secondary effects. Okay. So, every instance, as you can see, will have 2 effects. A primary and a secondary effect. I mean, there's little reason for us not to gain morale, since we have literally all of our health. We don't have any injuries. So I can recover stamina, so get everybody's ability points fully restored. Not that we really need it. Alright, let's do it. Alright, almost everyone is now at max morale. Fantastic. Alright. One of these 2 is probably a trap. There's no reason not to say that it's this one. Yep, it's a trap. So I don't want to step on that thing. Alright, so let's build this way. Found a torn section of a map revealing 2 points of interest. Okay. There's a chest. 2, 3. I can actually get to the boss before a new timer, I think. It's definitely worth doing that. 2 per X. Oh, or maybe just as I get there, the boss is going to trigger a timer. I don't actually know how this works, so I guess we're going to find out. I don't need to heal the 30 health there. That's not going to make it. Alright. Oh, reprieve, a much needed break. Alright. Alec fumbles with his map beside you, trying to make out the details by the torchlight. You're near the exit. Yep. Dark figure. Yep. There's no ordinary demon. It's a boss. Alright, reprieve. Basically nothing bad has actually happened. Except we lost 10 morale. The minor thing. So that's very lucky. Oh, how fascinating. These 2 temptresses are over there. Red Knights are not immune to movement. Let's check you. Evasion blessing. Increase evasion by 50 at the start, so unless he's flanked, he's not getting hit. Immune to bleed, but he's not immune to movement. Or being moved, I should say. He's immune to restraint. He's not immune to being moved. So, he is in a very, very unfortunate position. You can nuke the boss and then deal with those 2 enemies. Yes, that seems real smart. Well, hello, boss. You like getting crit and knocked into a pit? Sure. The answer is yes. What other answer could there even be? Alright. Just lay on the damage here. Next turn I can knock him into the pit again. This is why going quick can be really good. 4%. Ooh, I wanna. Okay, I can still do the knockback. Burn it. You can kick. I want to be careful not to kick your own characters. I can kick like this arc down here, so we're good. Pure Strike is using our strong abilities. Gotta nuke that boss. 4%, why not? Alright. Same deal. Into the pit you go. Can they target us? You might be able to target Rippy. Oh, okay. Fine. Think we've got enough damage to kill that boss. Let's do a little arc lightning. These 2. Start applying some of that static charge. The smashing loot is just like damage. Okay. Now I can use the take flight. Cause some havoc here. That one's gonna burn to death, probably. So, Fist of Fury. Lock down both these casters. This is a very, very lucky fight. You should burn to death, right? I don't even do anything. Not gonna end up flanking this one, so this seems about right. Oh, still alive. Still stunned. Well done, Balladeer. Is that Nevin, right? Yep. Well done, Nevin, buddy. Okay. Oh, I could have waited. I didn't see this flank. That would have been a dead Temptress. I could just use the ability. That actually won't kill it. That actually, none of that would kill it. Wait, why? Oh, okay, I see. Don't like that morale drain, but what can you do? Oh, that doesn't count as a... Oh, it keeps running back. That's actually pretty smart. Hard. To up morale a little bit. As soon as the channel hits, it should be over. Get this flanking here. Oh, leather cestus. Fist weapon. Some weak ale. Faint ray of sun can be seen up ahead, motivating everyone to quicken their pace ever so slightly. Indeed. You know, when you complete the objective of the dungeon, you can always choose to stay to explore the rest of it, which is what I'm going to do. I think the game would be kind of more interesting if instead of staying, you had to explore the rest for completing the objective. I think it would make it quite a bit tougher. I have no scouting. These could be traps, but they also might not be. Alright, since I have no idea what shrine this is, I don't even know what to offer to the shrine. But there's no reason to take a risk. If you do a bad thing, if you make a bad sacrifice, something really bad could happen. I could sacrifice blood. I do have lots and lots of blood. You know what? I'll just demonstrate. Donate some blood. Gods have seen fit to bless you. Oh, I got lucky. Okay. Always ambush non-boss enemies. So the 2 question marks, some of those could be really, really bad. Like, really bad effects. I'll just pick the ability here that doesn't actually matter. Okay. Ah, you find a misplaced journal from a local adventurer. Your party may benefit from a detailed account of their experiences. Yes, why not? Learned a thing or two. Alright, some good lessons in there, I reckon. Everyone gain 100 experience. Fantastic. Now, there is a unique attribute of dungeons where if you explored the entire thing, you get a little bonus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think either way, I'm going to trigger a thing. So... let's do some level ups, actually. Just in case. You never know. Let's... I feel a little nervous about your hit points, Nevin. Let's get that up to like 400-ish. And then we're going to start working on mending. Ooh. Some good stuff. Additional stun duration up there. Thunder armor. Reducing the defense is actually pretty strong. I think I want to go in on the damage. Do Sunder Armor, and then might get our way towards stun duration. Rippy leveled up, congratulations. You... I think have enough health. I'm gonna up your power. That, yeah. Attack ability. Sweeping Spear. Marking targets is always nice. I do quite like the Valkyrie ability. Well. +1 charge on that. Marking targets for a little more damage is always nice. Disarming targets also quite good. This is pretty hard to pick. I know I want Skewer next because you want to be able to do positional manipulation. In a way, Rippy has too many attacks. Maybe not Skewer, maybe like Guardian Angel or something. Let's try using Sweeping Spear. I don't usually use this. I want to go for some debuffs. This arm could be real solid. Reducing damage by half in a lot of cases is enough to neutralize that enemy. Oh, another trap. Ugh. Okay, if you fully explore a map, you gain a bonus to experience and gold. But it's a 78%. If you fail this, you can take injuries, which really suck, especially early game. Our characters don't want to turn back. You know what? Let's risk the 78% with Nevin. Oh, yep, it failed, as expected. Shallow pit of tangled limbs and rubble. Okay, 3 injuries. That's actually really bad. Okay, but we're done with the mission. So these injuries just means we gotta heal them. Yeah, this is not worth it. Yeah, he did say he was an expert. That's true. Leg injury, sprained ankle, arm injury, crit chance reduced. Bruised hand. These are all very bad. But since we've committed this far, injuries have a chance to get worse. I think these got worse yet. You can step on, as long as you scout it, you can step on a trap. It won't actually cause anything bad. So this time I'm going to turn back because just stepping on it counts as exploring it. Alright, let's see what happens. Morale loss. Everybody loses morale. Yeah, this was, as I thought, not worth it. Leave the key. This should be safe. Shouldn't have gambled at 78%. You all know from Darkest Dungeon, that's how that works. Peasant's loot. Okay. But I did now fully explore the place, so I got a bonus to experience, and we got a dungeon map which you can sell for a little money. Is it worth it? The answer is no. Oh, I should have checked like how much damage everybody did and everything. That's good data to know, and like the fatigue and whatnot. So it's okay. Alright, who got what injury? Sprained ankle, heals in 10 days, 5 days. 30-day fatigue. 10 days, 5 days. 5 days. I don't like that 10-day injury. What does it do again? I think it reduces dodge or something. I wish the game would tell you. But, all right, got some level ups on low settings. He's got his first new ability. I mean, a lot of these are all very good, but I like Cyclone. There are certain situations where if you don't have an ability to move on a ranged character, it could be really, really, really bad. I'm picking that up to guard against bad things. And let's upgrade a Conduit to be even stronger. Let's up your hit points just a little more, 350. That makes me feel much better. All right, now let's start going for the crits. I know you don't get it because of your injury, but that's going to go away soon enough. All right, Aya. Want at least 400. Okay. Points. Now we can up power. We can get an upgrade point as well. I quite like Crippling Force because you can get a stun. Next level, a stun is really, really, really good. To have that option is a 2-round stun. Very powerful. Might as well equip this leather cestus. Yeah, this is significantly better. Alright, let's go back to the city. What of your men? We were overwhelmed by demons. Your men fought valiant, bought us time to get away. Hey. Well, those soldiers didn't know what they were doing, so of course they got killed. I did not fail in combat. I just failed because, like, our characters are too brave and too rash and wants to mess around with the traps, you know. Very poor decision. Alright. To town. Traveling does reduce your fatigue, so that's good. Turning our quest. Yes, money. We'll take all the money. Alright, defend the city from demons. But we actually have plenty of time. Meet me when you're ready, but don't take too long. Oh, and we leveled up our company because we have more renown and reputation. Renown, as your renown grows, you will be trusted with more difficult contracts and gain access to better equipment and recruits. Yep. And reputation is good. Higher reputation will lead to lower prices, contract types, and all that stuff. And you also get a random bonus reward. We got our 550 money, we got reputation, we got renown, and pelts, apparently, that we can sell for money or use to repair. Who knows? Alright. I like experience. Experience, very good. And then I actually really like this, not rare, but there's one mine camp ability. Because a lot of the times you're gonna take 2 camping skills that are 4, um, 4 instance costs, and then you just have 2 left over to do nothing. And this will do something. Well, actually, no. I can pick that later. There's a horse training. Increase travel speed on overworld. That's good, since in theory there's a time limit to do it. Okay. Pick experience and speed. Sense. Being new in the market. Sell this peasant's loot. I don't think I would ever use it. This is that dungeon map that we got. Infirmary. Can only admit 2 characters. Let me just check something. Pretty sure you can send injured characters into battle if needed. This camp is 2 days away. Oh. Nevin can... I want at least one character to start healing. I feel like I need low settings damage. I think we should rest 3 days. And then deal with the next battle. And I think I kind of have to bring Ulrich, even though he's injured, into the battle. So this is what we're going to do. Check, first of all, are there any interesting recruits? Not perform lookout duties as well. I don't care about lookout. Ah. Valkyrie has way better attack stat. Way better. And I like this miracle on a Valkyrie. Might actually dismiss Rippy. I know you got a little experience, but like, there are ways to gain experience. Part of hearing, it's in my mind, it's not even a negative. And you have 2 useful abilities. Right off the bat. Rent reduce. Nope, that's never gonna happen. Or Stormcaller, but I want like a different range DPS class. I do quite like this Valkyrie. I think it's better than Night Ward. But there's, or not Night Ward, Rippy. But there's like, that's gonna be the new Rippy. Alright, I'm not gonna like, unless you die in battle, Rippy. If I just get you a replacement as an upgrade, that doesn't count. I'm thinking what I do is put first. Let's recruit you. You're pretty good, right? I mean, there are better Valkyries though. I'll just pay you the 70 gold. Then if you pay the contract out, you basically have more space to recruit other characters and so forth. But I'm just gonna dismiss you. Oh wait, no, I should keep Rippy. Rippy might actually be okay. Nightwarg is the one. I'm sorry, buddy. It's just I can't work with this, you know. Like, difference is pretty substantial. Yeah, okay, it's Nightward. So, contract, miss, and I'm just gonna pay you, buy out your contract. You're gonna be the new Nightward. You're going to battle. Pendant. if you're being treated in infirmary, you can't actually join a battle. But since it takes 2 days to get there, what we can do is just rest for 3 days. We'll check. Rest for 1 more day so that Ulrich is at least not fatigued in battle. Probably worth it. Yeah, we're gonna buy a round. Everybody to drink. Anything else in the market? No? Let's see if I can find a better condition to sell my goods, you know. Okay. City's outskirts, yada yada. Battle starts. Oh, I thought I would have a chance to save the game because I want to do this in the next episode. Defense character. Oh, I guess not. And it's unable to retreat. This is one of those like battles to the death. All right. I guess the next episode is going to happen right away. Thank you for watching. Until next time.